Hello, everyone. I had a lot of action yesterday. I made two videos. First video didn't do too well, dropped into demotion status, and then in a later video, I went on a four-game winning streak. It got me up to an 856 on the ELO, and fortunately, it was enough to keep me in Master 1 Division for yet another week. Now, I know that we have a pretty challenging looking map, Yellow Belly, that's going to be the Master 1 No Moving map. So this could be really interesting. I'm curious to see how the map plays, what kind of locations you get. I haven't really seen it yet. I'm just going to dive right into it and get into some duels. So let's get into it. Okay, got a new opponent here. Way for good luck. First opponent of the week, playing a hot dog. This is going to be in Brazil. Can't remember the name of that. Palm. I think you see that further south. Really red soil. Maybe Mato Grosso makes sense. I'm going to plonk it down here instead of Mato Grosso. They're going a little bit further south than Mato Grosso do sold. Okay, that was a very good guess on their end. Big chunk of damage to me. They got a 1.5x multiplier here. Okay, here we are. Looks to be a European license plate. Definitely is going to be someplace in Russia. I do see a lot of birch trees. Northeast Road. Sure that's Cyrillics. I can't read. I don't see like the European style license plate here. I am going to go a little bit further north. Maybe north of Moscow here. Actually, I don't think I should have done that. It looks like it's maybe a little bit colder. That's going to be... Okay, it was actually just east of Moscow. I'm actually able to do a tiny chunk of damage there. Got to remember that like wintertime coverage going like maybe south of Moscow, but didn't hurt me too bad. Okay, what do we have here? Is this... Driving left. This is Saba. End of the year. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm just going to find a large city out here in Saba. See this pole right there. That is a Saba pole. I'm almost certain of that. They're going in Malaysia, it looks like, on the mainland. Okay, that was a pretty good guess on my end, recognizing the pole there. Huge chunk of damage to this opponent. Here we are in what I think is Brazil again. I was trying to read that. So we got the small cam. Yeah, no supports. Usually would push me a little bit further north into Brazil. Can't quite say I've seen a landscape like this. It's kind of... Go up here and say hello. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad a guess. They're going to go further south. Okay, they're going to get that one. It was out on the coast there. Big chunk of damage to me now. Trading large chunks of damage here. Brazil is not going my way today. Here we are in what I think is North America. The pickup truck driving on the right-hand side of the road. Sun is south. Very short coverage. I'm thinking this is going to be pretty far north wherever I am. I unfortunately do not recognize that bollard. It is pretty flat, pretty sandy. Do not see a license plate on that truck. I'm going to go up here like northern Alberta area. Pretty high up there. They're going in the U.S. They're going to get that one. It was actually just state of New Jersey. So it's going to kick me out of the game. Very good game. I was not expecting that at all. Minus 18. That's unfortunate. I think I was playing okay there too. Not going to lose faith. I'm going to go ahead and get into another one here. Oh, playing the same person again. Way for good luck. Hopefully I don't lose twice in a row here. It's probably going to be Brazil again. Oh, actually, no. This is like Guam. I could never find it on the map. It's Fiji. Where is Guam? I think it's by... It's out this way, maybe. There it is. I'm going Guam. I found it on the map. I think it's here with the antenna. Let's try that. They found it as well. That's unfortunate. Okay, it was actually on the southern part of the island. At least I found it this time. I remember there was a guess where I was looking for it. I couldn't find it for the life of me. It's very difficult to find on the map. Way out there in the Pacific. Okay, where is this now? Cedar Creek Golf Course. Beavers Bend State Park. Looks kind of like Southern Pines here. Beavers Bend State Park. I know a lot of places in Pennsylvania got beaver in the center part of it, but this doesn't look like Pennsylvania to me. We go Eastern Tennessee here, maybe. Let's try that out. That person's going to North Georgia. It's actually in southeastern Oklahoma. Okay. Difficult round there. Doing a small chunk of damage. 2x multiplier. Okay, long road lines here. Long antenna. Very dark fields, kind of cloudy. I'm going to go out this way. Kind of where I'm feeling this is going to end up being. We'll see. They go further east. Okay, and it was actually a pretty good guess. Happy with that one. Right next to Lake Baikal there. Pushed it enough east. That was pretty good. I got the shorter dashes here. See the A-frames. Surely this is going to be in Sweden. I don't think you see that character in Norway. Actually, just going to go in the southern part of Sweden here. Okay, they also go southern part of Sweden. It was just outside of Gothenburg. So inching away at this opponent here, 3x multiplier. Also got this weird lag right now. This is in Europe. I see the tab right there. Very flat. Winter coverage. Birch trees. Maybe like a place like Latvia, Lithuania, northern Poland. Just really not too sure on this one. I'm going to go in the Baltics. They're going to go in Sweden that time, and it was in the northern part of Estonia. Okay, so yet another large multiplier here, 3.5x. Not meaningful enough damage to knock this opponent out yet. This is maybe Russia. This is maybe not Russia. Blue car in the front. Sun ought to be north. Can't tell. Part of me wants to go like down here in Argentina. Part of me wants to say this is a place like Canada, but do you get the blue car like that? Do you get that? I can't tell where the sun is even coming from. It's going to be pretty far south in Argentina if it is. I really don't know. Well, going with my gut here. They're in Europe, in Finland, actually. Two completely opposite sides of the world right now. I don't think you get the blue car like that in Finland. Looks like you do. No, actually, it was Canada. It was the Canada idea. Should have pushed it further north in Canada. Those wide roads, that would have knocked the opponent out of the game for sure. Okay, here we are, and this is probably going to be in Namibia. Definitely is Namibia. Flat and green part of Namibia, maybe up this way. Plonk here. I don't believe the opponent is at the keyboard at the moment. We'll see what happens here. I don't think they've placed their pin. They didn't. Yeah, and it was northern Namibia. It's going to knock the opponent out of the game. Okay, I kind of got lucky there. Guessed on the other side of the country, or on the world on that last round. Plus 16, bumping me to an 854, getting a victory on a no guess. I don't think I've ever won like that before. Okay, playing 2 games there, winning one of the two, 50-50 on the week so far. I'm going to go ahead and get into another game. Okay, got a new opponent here. Wait for good luck. It's going to be where? In India. Jeweler. A lot of English. It is definitely not Bengali. I don't. No, I'm not thinking that. This is probably going to be. Maybe up here in India. Not sure where you get the small cam. I'm also kind of thinking it might be out here. I think they speak more English in the eastern part. Well, I really don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and center plonk India here just because I don't want to screw anything up. They're going to center plonk India as well. Oh, okay. I had the right idea. I did guess in Bihar. That would have been a nice guess. Unfortunately, it's not good enough this time. So they're able to get a 1.5x multiplier here. This is Mexico, I would think. So we got a yellow license plate. This is Peru. Trying to read this. And I see these kind of rickshaw type things. And I do not see... Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think you see that up in this northern part. Maybe not as far north as Piura. I'm going to plonk up in this region of Peru, though. They're also thinking the same thing. It is a little bit greener. Probably was a good idea to go in that region there. Okay, and it's a little bit further south, closer to Trujillo. Small chunk of damage there, but I do get my multiplier. Okay, what do we have here? Short antenna. Way up in the mountains. I see this dashed line on this side of the road. I'm wondering if it's down here in southern France. I think you get a stubby antenna like this in parts of Europe, in certain coverages, and I think you do get the dashed line in some parts of France. I'm going to try that out, see how that goes. They're going in Croatia. Oh, okay, it was northern Spain. That was a really, really good recognition right there. Massive chunk of damage. And a 2x multiplier here. Okay. This looks like the Namibian truck. Sun is ambiguous, though, and that's kind of concerning because it looks like we are technically driving right. Wood poles... I think those things are more indicative of like a southern African thing. I don't think you see a landscape like this in Oman. I'm going to hedge a little bit closer to the coast because I see these palms. Let's go Namibia. Let's hopefully that's a good guess. They're going much further south and south. Ooh, they got that. So they must have recognized. They got almost a 5K on that. Quite interesting. Okay, so they knew exactly where they were. Ooh, very tall pines here. We got the red antenna here. Should be somewhere in Scandinavia. These like very tall. I think it's Finland. Oh, a little bit further north. I'm water plonking between Finland and Sweden right here. Looks also kind of thinking it might be in this region, Poland. Yeah, I'm not 100% certain. Got a water plonk. Let's see if that is okay. Okay, and it was actually in the southern part of Sweden there. Big chunk of damage, though. I'll take that. Yeah, Northern Poland might have knocked the player out of the game, but who knows? Okay, we got yellow lines in the middle here. No idea what that is. Can't tell what side of the road that we're driving on either. We do have a red car. Looks like, in that case, we're driving left. Does that make any sense at all? I can't read anything on there. I think with the... Yeah, that would be the back of the car, I would think, with the tab on it. Looks very Latin American at the same time. I'm going Thailand. And I'm not entirely sure why. Especially with the white outside line here. I just cannot get a vibe. I do think we're driving left, and I do think that I'm in... I don't know, let's just try it out. If I lose here, I mean, oh well. And it's just a very difficult round. They're thinking Colombia. I think they're probably going to be right here with the white line on the side of the road. Let's see. Actually, ooh, it was Thailand. That's okay, very good guess. Really happy with that. Confusing round for sure. Caught the driving direction there, knocking the opponent out of the game. Plus 17 up to an 871. All right, so I'm on a 2-game winning streak right now. Yeah, this map has got a lot of variability in it. Having fun so far. But anyway, that's about as much as I have for today. I'm going to have to shut it down now, and I will be back with the next one.